Hey, what is going on, crypto people? What's going on? Happy Saturday to each and every one of you. Gary Gensler takes another L, baby. Dude's not deterred there. He continues to file these Wells notices and or lawsuits. But he took a big L in a big time way, not just with Binance. Looks like Chevron deference is no longer. And according to Meta Lawman and John Deaton, that doesn't bode well for government agencies in the overreach space, like the SEC. Doesn't bode well at all. We're going to get into that. Listen, the market is doing what the market does. I mean, we'll go over the numbers. If you can stomach it, we'll go over the numbers, Joe Buddy. But looks like the market is just doing what it does. We got a lot of stuff to cover here today, lots of stuff. I just found out that my $1,000 worth of XRP play is made up of, I didn't even look at the corporates, is made up of a bunch of former corporate executives of Sony. Yeah. I didn't even look at that. I was just going with my instinct, my gut, and my analysis. Very much so, like I did with Matic. Very much so, like I did with Elron Gold, with confirmation from CKJ. So listen, what's going on right now? Somebody says, "Oh, thanks, Gary." Straight up fire. Yes. Well, look. Gary Gensler took a big L. Took a big L today. I saw that thing this morning. I was looking at my portfolio and that came up with one of the news articles. I'm like, what the world? Jasmy coin, Joe Buddy. Jasmy coin out of Japan. Yeah, I did a video. Yeah, you were there last night. It was my high risk, high reward play. $1,000 in XRP. Yeah, yeah. So look, we got a lot of stuff to cover. I mean, we got all kinds of stuff to cover. We're gonna let a couple more people hop into the chat. Do me a favor, guys. If you didn't do so already, hit that like button. Yeah. So the SEC is what now they're saying Lido and our securities. They're in trouble. I mean, they're in trouble for sure. I'm not going to even get into was it last night's event or the night before last. I didn't watch 10 seconds of that madness of that debate. Not 10 seconds. Was not interested in seeing that madness. No freaking what for? No, not great at all. Thanks, Gary. Say we've been buying all Gary's fear. We love him. Yeah, indeed. And freaking deep, man. Craziness, man. So let's get it. We got a bunch of stuff to cover, Joe. Got a bunch of I mean, it's madness in the streets. Madness right now. I've been doing some open AI, some chat GPT stuff, trying to get some answers to some stuff. I'm going to shorten the portfolio. I think it's too wide. I'm going to shorten it. I'm going to shorten it. Now, you know what? That reminds me, now that I just heard some hip hop here, I need to play my guy, Blockchain Monkey. For some reason, this morning's feed on YouTube came up with a bunch of 3 and 4-year-old XRP videos. I don't know why it did. It just came up with a bunch. My whole feed was a bunch of old XRP videos. And Blockchain Monkeys came up in that as well. We'll celebrate Gary's L with some Blockchain Monkeys. I'll have to find that. But yeah, that just came up. I'm like, what? How did that come up in my feed? So let's see, where are we going to start? You guys said you can stomach it, so I'm gonna cover the numbers real quick. Just real quick. Real quickly. I appreciate you guys hitting that like button. We always like to have just as many likes as we have viewers in the stream. It helps with the algorithm on YouTube. We want to get this channel to as many people as we possibly can. I almost took a position on Caspa. I didn't do it though. I almost did. I mean, that's in 2 years. That's not bad. But it's only down 5% from its all-time high. Which was in June, 19 cents. Like, I mean, look at the gains here, 31%. So 583% is not all bad, but 4 billion market cap. Yeah, I don't know if it's worth that play at 4 billion for my dirty, nasty fiat. I'm sure block DAG is a great thing, but not sure it's worth my play. Worth my dirty, nasty fiat for that. So what do we got here? According to CoinGecko, the total cryptocurrency market cap is 2.38 trillion. Bitcoin dominance is at 50%. Bitcoin is trading at 60,000. I mean, it was just at 61,000, but it's okay. 60,958. Okay. So what? And down 12%. Bitcoin is down 12% on the 30-day. Ethereum is trading at $3,384. And it's down 11% on the 30-day. Solana is trading at $141, down 17% on a 30-day. XRP is trading at 47 cents. It's down 9.8% on the 30-day. On a 30-day. Oh, by the way, if you're interested in some stuff that is outperforming Bitcoin on the year, let me see if I can share it with you. Let's check out this. Nope, it ain't working. No, did this just freeze? Tell me this didn't just freeze. Anyway, so if you're interested in that, I'm going to share you something with Banter Bubbles as soon as my computer begins to agree with me. But those are the numbers. Those are the numbers. It's just doing what it does. I mean, what can we say? Let's go over a couple of articles from CoinDesk just to point out some stuff before we start getting into the SEC and all those L's. Just something to just kind of remind us. That's not the one. You know, the whole stable coins thing with Micah, right? And how Tether is in trouble with Micah, and, you know, because it's Micah and because, well, it's Tether, so they're in trouble. Look, this whole EU thing is not about Tether. It's not about Tether. It's about the dollar. It's about any stable coin that is backed by the dollar. That's what it's about. It's about the EU saying we want to strengthen our euro dollar. That's what it's about. Not about Tether. Some would have you believe it's about Tether. It's not about Tether. Circle's in the same predicament. Now, Circle's working real hard to try to meet the EU stuff, but they're in the same predicament. It's a stable coin backed by the US dollar. So it says right here, EU's restrictive stablecoin, excuse me, stablecoin rules take effect soon and issuers are running out of time. This is from CoinDesk, so take that with, you know, all things considered. It's CoinDesk. They've been screwing up a lot lately. EU's restrictive stablecoin rules take effect soon and issuers are running out of time. The European Banking Authority told CoinDesk it intends to publish a final report on how it will monitor stablecoin issuers by the end of the month. Well, we're at the end of the month. I mean, this is the weekend. What else you got? So the stablecoin rules from the European Union's markets and crypto assets legislation will take effect on June 30th, tomorrow. The rules ban stablecoins from having over 1 million daily transactions that pay for goods or services settled off and on chain. Tether, Circle, and other big stablecoin issuers will soon be in a tight leash in the European Union. With the new rules that take effect on June 30th, not only will they require appropriate authorization to operate in the 27-nation trading bloc, they will also face the tough limits on transaction numbers and value sets out in the markets and crypto asset legislation in the MiCA. The regulations mean that some of the biggest stablecoin issuers, including Tether, whose dollar-pegged USDT is the world's largest market cap, and Circle, responsible for second-ranked USDC, may not be able to operate in the EU. So you can forget about all that drama that's Tether and the MiCA. It's the dollar-backed stablecoins that the EU is going to have a big problem with. They want to push their stable. They want to promote their economy, their sovereign. And this is coming from Robert Kopich, the Secretary General of Blockchain for Europe. The Secretary General of Blockchain says here, this is a quote from Kopich: non-EU euro-denominated stablecoins, if they are over a certain threshold, then you need to stop issuing and using them. And that creates a problem because 99% of the stablecoin market is in US dollar. Kopich said on the sidelines at CoinDesk. MiCA is the EU's comprehensive package of rules for the crypto industry. It was voted into law last year and allows firms licensed by one member nation to operate throughout the bloc. And Circle is doing this. So Circle is did something in France and hoping to be able to do something through the EU with the stable coin, but it's going to be capped. What they're trying to do is not have their region, the EU, be dominated by United States dollars as opposed to the euro dollar. According to the laws, Article 23, a company must stop issuing an asset reference stablecoin that is used as a means of exchange for more than 1 million transactions or a value north of 200 million euros a day. I don't know what Tether and Circle do per day, but I don't know what it is per day. The stablecoin rules that take effect at the end of the month and other provisions are expected to come into force in December. The tough rules were created to prevent stablecoins like Facebook's Diem. Okay. The caps are there to safeguard the monetary system, a European Banking Authority spokesperson said. Blockchain for Europe and the Digital Euro Association, a think tank, tried to fight the measures in a 2022 letter arguing that they effectively banned large stablecoin issuers. Because I was listening to a very, very interesting podcast with Raw Paul and a couple other people from Europe. And they were saying that this was the MiCA thing for stablecoins was about not having the dollar be the dominating currency in the EU. They want it to be the euro dollar. So this is about putting the euro dollar ahead of stable US dollar stablecoins. That's what the MiCA is about. So that would include Ripple. That would include Ripple. Would it not? And I don't know if Ripple in the beginning is going to have that kind of numbers in terms of stablecoins, but it's the idea, again, behind this, the MiCA thing for stablecoin regulation was about US dollar stablecoins. They're not afraid of stablecoins. They're not afraid of Tether. They don't want stablecoins that are being backed by the dollar being predominantly, slushed around in their economy. That's what it's about. What say you, XRP entertaining content creator? Now, Circle did do something with France to try to get this licensing, to try to see if they can continue to do their thing. I read it in here in this article. But that's a bunch. Circle and Tether are trying. Yeah. So Tether, Circle, and other issuers have just 3 days. Circle is committed to full compliance. They did something with France. Yeah. Circle, which conditionally registered as a DASP, digital asset service provider, with the French Financial Markets Authority in April, aims to have an e-money license by the deadline. So I don't know. Did we get any announcements from Circle that they got the e-money license? I haven't heard anything, but they did it by way of France because you can do it. You can pick a particular nation in that EU bloc and try to get your license that way. It doesn't mean that you're going to bypass that, that 200 million euro a day thing. But that's what it is. So let me share this again. Let me read this here, this part as well. So, I know Tether's in trouble and Tether's this and Tether's that. It's the dollar. All right, so it says here, Circle is committed to full compliance with EU's MiCA regulations. We plan to onshore the Euro C to the EU, which is Circle's version of the euro dollar, and issue it from Circle France in a MiCA compliant manner, the spokesperson said. Additionally, we intend to issue USDC for our EU-based customers from the same entity in accordance with MiCA and subject to regulatory approval. So they're going to still do the USDC. They're just going to have to meet that. They're going to have to ramp down the transactions. But they do have a Euro C, which is essentially their version of the euro dollar. Tether has engaged extensively with an exchange counterparties in Europe regarding the requirements, including those pertaining to the ongoing listing of Tether and other Tether tokens and the interpretation of key regulatory provisions, Tether CEO said in a statement. While Tether is optimistic about MiCA's implementations, it remains crucial that stablecoin regulatory policies enacted are balanced, protect consumers, and nurture growth in our emerging industry. The question is a quote from CopPitch. The question is what happens next, because there's a growing understanding that there is a need for a solution regarding the stablecoin rules. So again, this could also be an approach where the EU starts real heavy, right? They come out swinging a hammer and then they lighten it up. But I mean, if Tether is doing 27 billion daily, 27 billion daily, and they want it to be 200 million euros, $1 million, something like that, daily. $1 million? From 27 billion to $1 million in their region in the EU? Good night. Yeah, good luck with that. Good luck with that. What's going on, Crawfish? How are you? Let me see if I can't find my guy. All right, see, we got that, we got celebrate. Let's see if we can't find our guy. Because Gary's L's, we gotta celebrate these L's. Let me see if I can find it. I may need to just go to my playlist. Let me see if it comes up this way. I think it's Notorious, was it? Yeah, there it is. There it is. Let's get into some stuff with Gary Gensler. First, the Binance L, in my opinion, is the bigger. I don't know. I mean, the Chevron deference that's a big deal. That's a big deal. I mean, that is a big deal. But I think the Binance thing is a bigger L. Here it is right here. U.S. judge lets most of the SEC case against Binance proceed. So she didn't rule in favor of the SEC. She's just not dismissing it and letting it proceed in court where they battle it out. But she completely dismissed the secondary sales charge. She dismissed it. U.S. judge lets most of SEC case against Binance proceed and dismisses the secondary sales charge. That is, I mean, it didn't even come before the court. She was like, nah, we're not going to hear that. We're not going to hear anything about secondary sales. And referenced the Honorable Judge Annalise Torres in the the SEC versus Ripple case. Meta Lawman says, big decision in the SEC versus Binance. Judge Jackson relies heavily on the reasoning of Judge Torres and the Ripple and I think in Ripple and dismisses the SEC's claim on secondary market sales. Dude, dismissed it. Didn't even consider it, just dismissed it. Well, obviously she considered it before she dismissed it, but no, she ain't hearing another peep about it. She's not hearing another peep about it. The complaint, this is a quote, the complaint does not include sufficient facts to support a plausible inference that any particular secondary sales satisfies the Howey test for an investment contract. End of quote. Body blow, baby. Body blow, Gare Bear. Metaloma says, the judge makes clear what she thinks of the SEC's approach. The SEC's theory leaves the court, the industry, this is another quote from her ruling. The SEC's theory leaves the court, the industry, and future buyers and sellers with no clear differentiating principle between tokens in the marketplace that are securities and tokens that are not. End of quote. Metaloma says, but the judge was not done with the SEC lawyers. Didn't we tell you guys? Tell you, once that word got out, I think it was from NetBurn, that how the SEC lawyers were acting with no faith or allegiance to the law, that was going to sound an alarm throughout the whole judicial system. To be on alert whenever the SEC lawyers come into court, they're trying shenanigans. They're trying to pull games in your courthouse. That's what that was. That was sounding the alarm when she did that. And I think it was NetBurn who did it. It might have been Torres, but I think it was NetBurn. But it says here, quote, at the hearing on the motion, the SEC seemed to be speaking out of both sides of its mouth on this issue. Oh my God. At several points, it took pains to disavow any intention to argue that once the assets were sold as securities, they retained that character forever. While at others, it left a distinct impression that that was exactly what it meant. You got to feel, the lawyers kind of doing their job. They got thrown out there. It's like throwing them inside a ring with a bull. I mean, Metalama says this decision bolsters Coinbase argument that immediate appeal of Judge Fair's decision is warranted because district courts are coming out differently on the foundational question of whether digital asset tokens traded on secondary markets qualify as securities. The judge is permitting a number of claims to proceed based on the BNB ICO and Binance's staking as a service. But the ruling dismissing the SEC's claim involving secondary market sales by third parties is clearly a win for the greater crypto industry. Let's go. Gare Bear took the L. I think we got to celebrate a little bit here. We got to hear from our guy on this. What happened there? Let's take a listen to this.
Our feature presentation. Blockchain monkeys, how are you, my friend?
What's going on, my brother, man?
It is great to see you, man.
You don't have to be rich to be taking advantage of this. This was the beginning of the greatest transformation of wealth the world has ever fucking seen since World War II.
Blockchain. Blockchain. You're talking about it. It's a trash.
Hey, that's what we're calling that blockchain.
Blockchain. Blockchain. You're talking about it. It's a trash. What's the fiat in the streets?
Hey, that's what we're calling that blockchain.
There's some research, and the research that research. Throw it on that nano ledger, pull that heat first. We used to fund. And the Twitter beef, because it's the standard in the speech. It's a beef. I went to GT University, and now you're knocking me. We know the degree. We say God is great, God is great. People walking, it's walking elders in the scriptures. The king is talking. And shout out to my blockchain markers who came out of that sucker until I beat the chain. I guess it's probably the winner. Give us the W. Give us the rules in the jungle. Run and lose. They're rocking with me. They feeling me. Go me out at the government authority. And Wall Street. We got what you need. I'm not gonna get blockchain. Blockchain. You're talking about it. It's a trash. In the streets.
Hey, that's what we're calling that blockchain.
That's my guy.
It's a trash. In the streets.
Hey, that's what we're calling that blockchain.
You wasn't with me,
Blockchain monkeys. Notorious XRP did a remix of that. I thought I would share that with you guys. Celebrate the L. Celebrate Gary Gensler's L. Now let me try to find this other stuff I got for you guys on X, and then I will check out the chat. Gary Gensler, blockchain. Is this it? Yeah, this is it. Yeah, this is it. Let's share this. So Moy Finance, you no longer need the bridge. That's why the issue was. Plus, I have my VPN thing. You can just hook up your XRPL wallet, Gem, Xamin, Crossmark directly to Moy Finance. No need to bridge. So Ryan Sean Adams says, Gary Gensler's SEC just filed allegations that, what happened to that? I mean, I think it's like 5 different suits now the SEC has, pretty much in the Ethereum space. Ah, this laptop, come on. Hold on. Let me see if I can't help the situation out a little bit. See if I can't help my thing out a little bit. Okay, nope. Testnet, all my Flare stuff I need up. Tokenomics. See if that helps. All right, so let me see this Ryan Sean Adams thing, because I think this is important. The SEC is such a trip, but Caitlin Long has a great point here. She says, I hear, she did this in all capitals, I hear a giant sucking sound of power being sucked out of Washington, D.C. agencies and returned to the American people where it belongs. Now that Chevron deference is gone. And Arterix breaks the news in a 6-3 opinion. The Supreme Court has just overruled the Chevron deference, a 1984 precedent that says when congressional laws are ambiguous, federal judge should defer to reasonable federal agent discretion. No longer are these judges going to be deferring to the 3-letter agencies. No longer are they going to be doing that. It's over. It's over, baby. I like the way she put that too, where it belongs, to the American people, returned to the American people. A giant sucking sound of power being sucked out of Washington, D.C. agencies and returned to the American people where it belongs. Warren Davison actually posted about this as well. Warren Davison posted about that as well. But Ryan Sean Adams here. Gary Gensler's SEC just filed allegations that Lido and Rocketpool are securities. Biden's SEC now has lawsuits against Uniswap, which is a Wells notice. Kraken is a lawsuit. Coinspace is a lawsuit. And I think the MetaMask and Robinhood things are actual suits. MetaMask for staking and some other thing, but I think that's an actual suit. It's getting crazy in these streets right now. Tell you, it feels like the lady judges just understand. Yeah, here's Warren Davison right here. The end of Chevron deference marks a substantial disarmament of weaponized government. As we seek to restore a government small enough to fit within the Constitution, this is a massive surge of momentum. John Deaton had this to say about that. Huge blow to Gary and Elizabeth Warren's agenda of pushing, see what I did there? And pushing the unconstitutional expansion of regulatory authority without congressional authorization. The final blow will come in November when I defeat Elizabeth Warren. Let's go. Let's go. John Deaton is not messing around. And Vets here says this is the suit here from the SEC with Coinbase here, saying MetaMask swap and staking service is an unregistered broker, is unregistered broker activity. Basically saying they're an unregistered broker. So, I mean, like, what the world? You send this thing out apologizing, and then this is someone said that this doesn't mean that the staking. I think it was Metal Lawman. I think it was our guy. He doesn't do videos anymore for XRP. Gosh, you guys know who he is. Can't remember his name right now, but he was saying that, you know, that whole SEC little thing there where they apologized or whatever, that doesn't mean that they weren't going to sue them for some other thing. And lo and behold, this is what they have done. Prophet says, "What up, Siege? I'm just in the waiting mode." Yeah, I hear you, Mike. I hear you, my guy. Hi, Catherine. How are you? What's going on, Pookie Pookie? The train has left the station. So these are some significant L's for Gary, the SEC, to those three-letter agencies that would look to for overreach. The Chevron deference is a big deal, but for sure. But that secondary sales just being flat out dismissed, and the Binance case, I think, is huge, huge for the crypto space. I mean, I think it's huge for the crypto space. Yeah, I think it's huge for the crypto space. I can't get banner bubbles to come up on my Opera browser. I don't know why, which is weird, but I want to show you guys something. So let's share a little Flare minting and redeeming. I think that's fair. Let's do that. Guys, do me a favor, hit that like button if you haven't done so already. That'd be super, super cool. If you could just collapse the chat, go smash the like button, then come hang out with the Crypto Season spam. We always like to have just as many likes as we have viewers in the stream. So if you guys could help out with that, that would be super, super cool. To hit that like button. We'd like to get this channel out to more people as we humanly possibly can. More of us need to know about this new asset class that's being built right underneath our noses. More of us need to know about Jasmine Coin. We need to know about, more of us need to know about what altcoins currently are outperforming Bitcoin in the last year by 3-figure percentages, 100% or more. Which ones are they? We need to know. I have 3 to 5 in the portfolio that are outperforming Bitcoin. Somewhere around 3, 4, or 5. Yeah. So let's do here. All right, guys, we gotta mint. We figured out the whole redeem thing. We redeemed a couple of times. Let me see. Yes. Yes, positive. Is that for tomorrow? Yeah. Oh, I keep forgetting Saturday. Yeah. All right, so let's go here and let's do this, guys. You guys know how to do it. If you don't know the website, let me know. But let's do a little redeeming. Let's do redeem two lots. Is 40 F test XRP. Redeeming fee is 0.04 test XRP, 0.10 executor fee. Interesting. 2 fees here. An executor fee and a redeeming fee. Hit next. By the way, if you're using your Bifrost wallet, you got to make sure the Bifrost wallet is in developer mode. And you do that by going to the bottom right icon, hitting that, go to advanced, scroll down till you see developer mode, and then tap that or toggle that on. I'm trying to refresh this, and then I'm probably gonna have to just disconnect, reconnect. And it's not the site, it's my freaking laptop, my little small laptop. And I got so much stuff going on in this laptop, like it's a freaking gigabrain, you know, multi-trillion gig. laptop when it's just a little old thing. All right, we're going to redeem 2 lots. That's 40 XRP. Let's hit this. Confirm it in your Bifrost wallet. 0.1 CFLR it takes to make this transaction happen. Confirm that. And there. This action will take up to 30 seconds. Because I'm doing this and sharing with you guys that I do it. It's just to remind you, I'm a utility maxi. I'm the real utility maxi. Because the F asset system, once it's up and running, is going to bring utility to the asset XRP. All right, so I redeemed, let's mint some more. So we got 1,172 test XRP to mint. So let's mint some. I'm going to mint 3 lots, which is 60 XRP. So you hit 3 there, it says 60 test XRP. The fee went up to 0.30 for minting. And 3.1 constant FLR. Interesting. That's a pretty significant number increase in minting fees. Hit next. Confirm it in the Bifrost wallet. Send 3.2C CFLR. 60 XRP. Confirm. There it is. Payment sent. Now it's going to take a few minutes to do that, but I wanted to share that with you. Now, look, I've been over here on the on XDFI from Flare Networks. That's on Flare Networks, and I don't know what futures are. I don't know how to do futures. Oh no, this is the test net. This is the test net one. That's not the one I want. I want XDFI. Now I have no idea if I'm doing something right or wrong. I have no idea. But if you want to play around with this protocol that's launching on Flare Networks, it's a futures protocol. It's XDFI. It's in beta. You can go to the test net of this thing and play around. And I'll show you what I've been doing. I got 2 contracts that expired, but I don't know what that means. Actually, I have no idea how that worked. Let me put this site in the chat for you guys. Somebody knows what they're doing. Who's up 500 bucks? Pookie says, I'm up 500 in XDFI. Really don't know what I'm doing, but I'm up. Yeah. Like, how do you know you're up? I have no idea. I'm gonna tell you what I'm doing. I thought it was about longing and shorting Bitcoin. That's what I thought, but I have no idea. So that's the site. If you guys want to check that out there, you can use, I believe you can use your MetaMask wallet to do it. Let me hit connect. Switch network from the root network, which I was just on, to constant 2. All right. All right. So the way I see it is you're either longing or shorting. Bitcoin. And these are contract numbers for Bitcoin. I guess that's what that is. I mean, I don't know. Oh, you can do ETH also. So Ethereum has contracts as well. Long or short Ethereum as well. Which one do I want to do? But apparently, let's see. Oh, did it change? Let me hit Ethereum. Did it change? Yeah. There it is. It's ETH. Yeah, I would long that. That looks like a long map to me right there. You got 4 bouncing down. Ooh, that's a wedge there. That's either going to go down or up. I don't want to mess with that one. Let's go Bitcoin. That's about 50-50 right there, down or up, or ETH. I'm going to stick with Bitcoin. Do I need to change contracts? What, I got 628, 627. Do I need to? This is 629. Okay. So 61,000, 26, 60,000. $900. No, we're almost, yeah. Is that price right? 60,900. Quantity 1. And I'm going to hit short. Then it says the contract, Bitcoin, red for short, exchange fee 0.5%, contract price total 100C constant to flare. Requesting the order, placing the order. Man, this is pretty good. It's pretty fast for testnet. It's pretty fast. It tells you the fee there and the constant flare. Max fee, it says, well, the fee says 0.004 FLR, constant FLR. Test stuff, guys. Test only. I think that CZAM guy came into my live stream last night, was trying to troll. I think so. I think he was trying to troll me. That's not cool. It's not cool, CZAM. Not cool. So, that's all I did. And then they send you an email confirmation. I get my confirmations by way of email that the contract was submitted. So I don't have any idea what it means. I really don't. $10 is equals 1 flare volume. Don't know anything here, but this is you can go there and just do what I did. So you're either longing or shorting, and you put the price in. I'm thinking that's how it goes. I mean, I have no idea. I think I have no idea. I honestly don't, but that's what I did. And I did 2 contracts there, and they expired. I don't know if something happened. I don't know how you know if you're up or you're down. I have no clue. Oh, every day I come back up and check my CFLR if it's up. I got it. We definitely need a tutorial. Yeah. Well, my CFLR is definitely not going up. It looks like I'm just spending. That's what it looks like to me. That just looks like I'm spending. I need to get some more CFLR, and I believe that I can go to the Flare thing and get some more. Let me copy this address. Copy this address from my MetaMask. And if I go over here, yep, I can get some CFLR and get more. Yeah, says it sent it. Let's see. Well, that should change to 196 if they did send it. It hasn't changed yet. I'll come back and see. Nope, it hasn't changed yet. It said it sent it. We'll see. Let's see if I get the 24-hour thing. You ever see funds too recently, please wait. So we'll see if it shows up. Still not showing up here. But I believe you can use the same faucet to get it. Let me see some. Oh, no, that's constant. I need constant too. I've been doing the wrong thing. That's my bad. I was on the wrong network. I need constant too. Set 100 constant 2 network. I was on the wrong one. That's what it was. User error, as Miss Crypto Siege likes to say. There it is, 196. There it is. So anyway, so that is how you do that. Anybody got any questions about anything on Flare testing or testing the app assets? Let me know in the chat and I will walk you through that. Otherwise, I'm going to go on to my Jasmine thing, talk a little bit more about that. Anybody got any questions? Yeah, it's so funny. I'm just pressing buttons, just helping and just hoping that that is helping, but I don't have any idea what I'm doing there. On XDeFi. Now, obviously the testing for Flare networks, you know, with the Bifrost wallet is that's pretty straightforward. But that other stuff, that is it. So just to recap on Moy Finance, you can use your XRPL wallet directly with Moy Finance. You do not need to use any bridges. You don't need to use MetaMask. You can just use your XRPL wallets, Gem wallet extension, Gem wallet extension, Crossmark wallet extension, or your Xamin wallet. And you can just get into the liquidity pools there. No need to bridge. No bridging required, no MetaMask required, most importantly. No root network required. The reason why the root network and the bridge thing, because it was by way of the root network, you had to use that bridge before there was a straight integration. But you no longer need a bridge. You can just use your XRPL wallets. You go to what is it? Yeah, app.moy, MAI dash finance.xyz. I think it's the site. All right, so let's see. Got those articles. I covered the articles. Let's see. Let's see here. Let's close some of these things. My poor little small tablet can't deal with all the madness that I have open. And Jasmine, yeah, Jasmine, I did some homework on. They're all corporate finance people from Sony. Yeah, they're all from Sony. It's interesting. So anyway, real quick, I'll share that. Not financial advice. Please don't go out and do this or buy this just because I had. I'm just sharing some things that I discovered about Jasmine. And if I could get Banter Bubbles to play on this thing, would be super great, but it won't play. I could show you that a few tokens that are up against Bitcoin for the year. Here's Jasmine, right? Now you see this and you're looking at this and like, okay, this is awesome. Okay. And then you see these names here. There was a scam years and years and years ago that used the names of Japanese corporate executives as a way to pretend like they were a real thing, and it was not a real thing. They ended up getting busted. They took a lot of American people's money. So I said, let me, once I discovered that I could see the corporate profile here, yeah, I was. I think we're back. Yeah, I think we're back. Wi-Fi went out. You guys, hopefully all you guys are still here. The live stream went dead, which is crazy. I don't know if it's going to come back. I don't know. I don't know if it's going to come back. I don't know. I don't know if it's going to come back. I don't know. I don't know if it's going to come back. I don't know. Anyway, I'm just about done anyway. Oh, let's see. Says we're back. We'll see. Thanks, Gary. Says we're back. Can you guys hear me okay? Let me know in the chat if you guys can hear me. Wi-Fi went out a couple times. Our housing development is a really, really bad hole where we live. So hopefully we're back. Gary says he can hear. So I just wanted to briefly share. Eduardo Lonardi, how are you, my friend? Appreciate you checking in. I just wanted to share a little bit of the little background homework I've been doing on Jasmy Coin. Working and lurking. All right. So anyway, so I went there to the officers thing, management structure here, representative director, president, CEO, COO, CFO, board directors, whatever. And when I Googled, this Kanutake Ando came up here. So this is Wikipedia. He says, chairman of BGIT Limited, became president of Sony in 2000, having been an employee since 1969. Good night. And it says here, it says LinkedIn. Got some more stuff about him here. It says president and group chief operating officer at Sony at that time. Some different stuff there, right? So I saw that. Then I found this picture of them in the Japan Times. Ex-Sony execs take on tech giants with blockchain security gambit. This Kazumasa Sato was assigned to Sony's information technology. He's on that board now at Jasmy. $40 years later. I mean, so these guys are, they kind of just keep working. There ain't no retirement over there. So Jasmy president, Kazumasa Sato in the middle, executive officer and head of software development, Takashi Hawara, at the company's office in Tokyo. For Jasmy, there they are there. So this is from the Japan Times. But they're all former, like, Sony execs. Says the service has already been adopted by Nippon Travel Agency, which uses it to manage your customer information. So what they're trying to do is to put your data in your control, essentially. That ambition has resulted in a service called Personal Data Locker. Again, for me, Japan, I think, is big. For me, that pedigree in the background of the corporate execs back in crypto in Japan, I'm hedging on that as well. So it says here, Sato says that experience 40 years later at IBM, I guess IBM and Sony. 40 years later, his fascination with networks eventually led him to set up a data security venture using blockchain technology with other former Sony innovators, including former president Kunatake Ando. Jasmy was established in 2016, aims to create a world where people can have control of their personal data at a time when big tech firms such as Google and Apple have obtained an unfathomable amount of personal information from customers across the globe. there could be a network that is more secure and safe, said Sato, the 66-year-old president of the venture, in an interview. We are from Sony, so we love to take a shot at doing things that other people can't do. So there's that. And then, of course, for me, there's the chart. Which I kind of like. I like this chart since it's on the daily. I like that chart there. That looks good. Looks like support here. And it's two little less than 3 cent range. And then, again, they reached an all-time high at one point of $4.79. So I'm taking a gamble. I mean, not a substantial amount, but $1,000 gamble that it's going to reach its all-time high. But I do like that chart. I don't know what kind of headways they can make in terms of that space. And I'm sure there's competition and the whole 9 yards, but that was just me. That's what I did. And I want to share that with you guys just in case. But that's kind of where I am with that one. So there it is, fam. There it is. There it is. Gary Gensler's taking the L. We can all celebrate. The SEC is in trouble. If the courts are just dismissing any type of secondary sales from the beginning, not even hearing it. And Meta Lawman says that these rulings are helping Coinbase as well. Looks like the SEC, more importantly, these 3-letter agencies of this current administration are going to be taking more L's for sure. And so, a big sucking of sound of power coming from the 3-letter agencies to us, the American people, is a really, really good deal. Really, really good deal. You take it out of because the overreach is for sure the biggest here. For sure. It's craziness. All right, fam, there it is. Thank you so much for hanging out. I appreciate each and every one of you guys. I know it's a Saturday. You guys could be doing a lot of other things. I appreciate you guys checking in for sure. Do me a favor, hit that like button on the way out. If you didn't do so on the way in, that would be super, super cool. And listen, if you happen to be in about 40-50% of people that are hanging out and listening to the Crypto Seeds and haven't subscribed to the channel, please consider subscribing to the channel. And don't forget to ring that notification bell, baby, so that you know whenever we go live or whenever we upload a video. I'm going to end this one like I do all my videos and remind you guys of this. Old money doesn't want you to win. But that's okay, though, because you and I, we're already winning. And I would ask you to consider this, perhaps ponder the idea or notion of living your life permissionless. I'll talk to you guys soon. See ya. Bye.